Okay, now we're going to work questions 13 and 14. They are related to this pretext. So let's take a look at this first. When a consumer loan is paid off ahead of schedule, the finance charge is smaller than the loan were paid off over its scheduled life. That's true for any loan that's paid off. One method is called the rule of 78. The amount of unearned interest, finance charge that need not be paid is given by. So that's the amount that you're going to be saving in interest if you pay it off early. So this is the rule of 78. They do give us a formula for it, so they do also identify the variables. U is the amount of unearned interest. That's what we save. The loan is scheduled to run for N payments, and it's paid off K payments ahead of schedule. And our scheduled finance charge is F. So F and N are total charges. N is the total number of payments. F is the finance charge we should be paying off if we take N payments to pay it off. K is how much we're going to pay it off ahead of time. So these are the payments that we're not making. So this is the interest amount that we are saving. So let's just identify the variables, use the formula, which they give us above, and kind of go for that. So we have John Pratt is scheduled to repay a loan in 30 equal monthly installments. I see that N equals 30. Let me keep going. The total finance charge of the loan is $756. It's the total finance charge. So that's the variable F. Total finance charge. With 6 payments remaining. K is the payments ahead of schedule, so he's got 6 to go. He's going to be paying it off 6 months early. He decides to repay the loan in full. Find the amount of unearned interest, and that's U. Find U. So going back to the formula, we see that U equals F times K plus 1, over N plus 1. Let's write down that first and just plug in. Plug and chug, baby. U, that's what we're looking for, equals 756 times, in the numerator, we have 6 times 6 plus 1. In the denominator, we have 30 times 30 plus 1. That's it. U equals 753 times 6 times 7, 30 over 31. And go ahead, put in your calculator, see what you get. And U is the amount of unearned interest, or the money you save by paying it off 6 months early. Using the rule of 78, we get U equals $34.14. Doesn't seem like a lot. Usually pay most of your interest in the beginning of the term. Okay, so let's do number 14. Same idea. Same thing. We just got to identify all the variables. A finance charge on a loan taken out by Debbie Rose is $870.5. If there were 36 equal monthly installments needed to repay the loan, and the loan is paid off in full with 16 months remaining, find the amount of unearned interest. So we are looking for unearned interest again. We again need to find U. N is the total number of payments. K is the number of payments early. So she originally was scheduled to pay this for 36 monthly installments, but she paid it off 16 months early. The only other thing we need is F. And F is the amount of total interest that she was scheduled to pay off. When you get a loan, they actually give that to you. So you could do this calculation. It'll be rough and dirty. You know, the banks don't use the rule of 78 anymore, but it'll give you kind of an idea. Back to the formula. U equals, now this is not a formula that I'm expected you to memorize, and that's why it was given to you in the questions. So this is like a percentage or a portion. This is the total, this is the total, this is the portion, and you end up with the portion. So 870.50 times K, here's 16. 16 plus 1, it's actually 17, we'll get to that in a minute. 36 with scheduled payments, and 36 plus 1. When you simplify this, you do have to simplify what's inside parentheses. So actually, this is a decimal. That's one number right there. So I'm just going to put in parentheses so it makes that clear. 870.50 times 16 times 17 in the 16 times 17 in the numerator, 36 times 37 in the denominator. You end up saving interest of $177.76. $177 out of the $870.50 total. And that's how you do question number 14 and question number 13. Concept you're not familiar with, they give you the formula, identify the variables, and plug them in and solve for the unknown. That's it.